Low-energy nuclear reactions, or LENR, was first announced to the world at a much-publicized press conference at the University of Utah in 1989 by two well-respected PhD electrochemical researchers, Martin Fleischmann and Stanley Pons. They claimed to have discovered cold fusion, and their tabletop experiment demonstrated small amounts of excess heat from a heretofore unexplained nuclear reaction. For a number of unfortunate reasons, many researchers around the world were unable to replicate the experiment, let alone have a theory to work with. As a result, Fleischmann and Pons' work was not only ignored, but it was labeled as pathological or junk science, which kept most researchers from studying it further.
In 1989, Fleischmann and Pons demonstrated that some samples of palladium foil produced excess heat in an electrochemical cell with deuterium. They speculated that deuterium atoms were fusing together somehow inside the metal lattice structure of a specially prepared palladium foil. The researchers couldn't detect any of the typical radiation emissions that other nuclear reactions produce, or any of the radioactive waste products. Although they were disappointed in not finding either of these, this lack of radiation and radioactive waste products turned out to be the two key benefits of LENR, a safe energy resource with no waste products.
Fortunately for us, there were a few determined researchers in various countries around the world that continued to do research, often only on a shoestring budget. Then, two researchers in Italy, Andrea Rossi and Sergio Ficcardi, made a breakthrough discovery in 2008 that produced thousands of watts of excess heat instead of just a few watts of heat that the other researchers had found. They used regular hydrogen gas and specially prepared nickel powder, both of which are very abundant. After 3 years of continued development, they demonstrated their energy catalyzer, or ECAT reactors, in Italy in 2011 to an invited group of scientists. After more testing and trials, a private equity firm purchased the intellectual property and licensing rights to Rossi's technology in 2014 and has formed a company called Industrial Heat, LLC, that is based in Raleigh, North Carolina.
We believe the benefits of LENR technology are impressive. There's no combustion of fuel, so there is no air or water pollution or any greenhouse gases emitted. There's no significant radiation from the reactors, which means they can be installed anywhere. There's no radioactive waste products. The byproducts can simply be recycled back into useful materials. Very small amounts of hydrogen and nickel powder, both cheap and plentiful resources, are used to produce huge amounts of heat energy, meaning the fuel costs are a fraction of the cost of fossil fuels, and we'll never run out of fuel. The reaction can be easily stopped and started, and if it ever gets too hot, the powder simply liquefies and the reaction automatically stops producing heat, and it simply cools down. What more could we ask from a new energy resource?
As with any new technology, it will take some time before LENR has a significant impact on our energy resources. As companies become involved and the technology is improved, the cost will quickly come down to where LENR is a cost-competitive energy source. With further development, LENR will gradually replace our fossil fuel usage and greatly reduce global greenhouse emissions. We hope that you are as excited as we are about the potential of LENR technology, and we invite you to join Energy 2.0 Society.